let's take it super basic.
Okay.
Why do you love the flip game so much?
Reezy Resells. Follow the hustle.
I think I'm sure a lot of it's genetics. I think for a lot of people who are listening who've become aware of you or watching this for the first time because I gave it a push or, they searched my name. I think there's a lot of people in the last couple of years who've gone out for the first time and right away they just loved it. There's apps. For me, the true answer is I love the hunt. I love the process. When I think about my life, the chase of buying the New York Jets, building businesses, the grind of and loneliness of entrepreneurship, even being a grammar school kid who really loved the idea of trying to get like my 5th grade crush to like me, and that was the win, the process. I'm about the process, and I think and I love the thrill of the hunt. And there's very few things in my life that get my juices going, like pulling up at a garage sale. I mean, this is why I've never gone to the level of building scale, to me.
In reselling.
To me, what's so fun is the hunt.
Right.
I don't know,
No,
there's a recent garage sale we went to, and again, seeing Justin, you were there when I got the records.
Oh my God.
Right? Yeah, the other day? That was the last one. Right. Just like the thought of like seeing something in the corner, like the game, right? Like going to a garage sale, noticing that this stuff's kind of vintage and the family's a little weird and there might be something, not seeing anything, seeing something from the corner of eye, grabbing it, getting into like a weird conversation, which leads to the kid going downstairs and bring out a whole box. Like the hunt.
Right. Yeah. I was actually just talking with Larry about that, and I was saying Amazon doesn't get me pumped like what you're talking about, like eBay or yard sales. I make all of my money on Amazon, very little on eBay. But if I scan 1,000 books and I find 3 that are worth 100, cool, I made $300 in a day or a few hours or whatever. But what gets me juiced is that box of loose pens at the garage sale. How much for that pen? 25 cents. I knew it was a gold pen. It's worth $150 or whatever. That it's not scalable.
Even when smartphones came along. So everybody's listening. This is something I did in 1992, 1993, 1994. Some of you weren't even born. And this is how I made side money. Like, probably around the time my parents never gave me money. Probably by the time I was 12, my parents stopped buying me things, and that was a huge advantage. But I was also a lemonade stand kid, a hustler, baseball card kid. I was always that kind of kid. And when I got my license, in 1993, that's when it really opened up because, obviously for a lot of us, getting a car is like super liberating. But for me, it was like less about going out with my buddies or like going out at night or things of that nature. It was like, wait a minute, I can now stop at any garage sale, not nag the shit out of my mom. Mom, you have to stop. I have to run to this. And what was really interesting, and this will make a ton of sense to you and anybody who follows me, the first stuff I started buying was literally just pop culture nostalgia. I vividly remember buying a Happy Days board game in 1992 for $25, and just knowing it was worth more than the $6 million Man, Raggedy Ann. I've always, to this moment, have really understood the value of nostalgia. The whole Comic-Con phenomenon, like that was just something intuitively I understood. And so, yeah, I totally get it. Like a lot of what I've pushed over the last 18 months in the awareness that I've given to this, different from the pros, you, Larry, things of that nature. You guys are on a different kick, a different level, a more extreme level, a more professional level of like full and utter, this is what I do for a living. I think that what I've noticed has really worked about what I've said is for the people a little bit like you and me who really love the hunt and easily and very practically through thrift stores, Goodwill and garage sales are able to actually make $1,000 to $2,000 a month and love the game. Whereas even what you were talking about before we went on air here about like scaling your business now you're talking about the other part of my life, operations,
right?
Like how I built Wine Library, how I've built this VaynerMedia. Like that's a totally different thing. I'm very good at it. I wildly enjoy it. But we landed a $10 million contract recently at Vayner for 2020 for VaynerMedia. When I tell you, if I went to a garage sale this Saturday and found a Gremlin PVC for a quarter that goes for $9.25 on eBay, take into account gas, fees, packing, time, there's no comparison to the juices that go through my body.
I get
None.
it. I get it. I got it. That's awesome, dude.
It's just the truth. That's just the utter truth. And and people are like, that's so crazy. I'm like, no, it's not. Do you love skiing more than making money? Do you love running, triathlons, watching
Right.
sports, like surfing, golfing? Like almost everybody I know prefers something else than the process of making money. Those are their hobbies.
Right.
Making money, ironically, is my hobby. I'm super pumped that people are starting. What's crazy to me, again, like looking at you, Larry, look at having this room, Justin, it's really practical. Like if you're willing to be humble and grind, it's unbelievable. It's when I think about how much money was made by professional resellers in the last 4 days between Black Friday, the weekend, and today on Cyber Monday. We're filming this on Cyber Monday. Like if I was really in the game and really at scale, I feel like I could make $500,000 in profit over the last 4 days.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
by completely going ham, having 30 full-time employees, which is big. We're,
Right.
we're talking at scale now. But like, of
Yeah,
course.
it's definitely extremely practical. So if you're listening to this and you want to get into Amazon and your first thought is fucking drop shipping, fuck that. You need to sell physical goods. It's just practical. Start with used stuff. Move on the way up.